Hello guys, welcome to Data Armor channel. So today we are going to talk about a brief introduction on NVIDIA Certified Associate, Generative AI LLM certification, and how can we prepare in such a way we can clear this certification. So coming to the overview of this certification, it's one of the prestigious certification from NVIDIA side that can be taken by data scientist, a data engineer, or data analyst. Any data professional can acquire the certification and it can add value to their profile. So this certification, it costs around $125. So we need to pay them. And if you're a working professional, you can always pay the certification, and once you clear, you can always reimburse from your corresponding organization. So that will be taken care of. And coming to the content and the overview of the certification, so this is the official page where you can register for the certification exam. This is an entry level credential, or an entry level exam that tests your AI and generative AI and LLMs foundation. Note that the machine learning and deep learning concept will be covered very minimum, because the certification is specifically focused on NVIDIA stack for any AI or generative AI or LLM purposes. So the questions will be revolving around that purpose. And coming to the number of questions, it includes 50 questions and you have 1 hour of time. So these 50 questions, you can consider it can be divided into 5 questions from each topic. So total of 10 segments you will have, or 10 subtopics you will have in this certification. And you can see the NVIDIA themselves provide the list of topics from which they get their questions from. You can see it's fundamental of machine learning and neural networks, prompt engineering, alignment, data analysis and visualization, and so on. So you can consider that an average of 5 questions will be asked from each topic. Sometimes they can emphasize on any one specific topic, and you can get more than 5 questions from that topic. And according to my experience, I've cleared the certification, and I feel that prompt engineering and the experiment design and the LLM integration and deployment, so these 3 topics are more important, and I feel more questions came from this prompt engineering topic and the alignment as well. So depending on the considering the difficulty of the exam, I wouldn't say it was too easy or it was too hard. It was intermediate. And even if there was any question that seemed so new to you, or you seem like you don't know even what the question is about, you can always figure out from analyzing your options. So as soon as you see a new question or a Greek and Latin question, you come to your options, and you can, once you go through the options, you will figure out a way that it's just like the odd one out. You'll figure out a way that uh, in such a way you can eliminate certain options, and you will definitely know what be the correct answer for that question. So that's how you deal with the questions that you're not aware of. So coming to the preparation for this certification for all these topics, I would say the first step that you can take is that taking up this Udemy course. I guess this costs around 500 in Indian rupee. So but it is worth it. It gives you a lifetime access to the school, and not a lot of preparatory courses available in the market now. I guess it's a manifold AI learning. Uh, they are the agency that offers this course from Udemy, and they have their YouTube channel as well, where they discuss in detail, or discuss topic based preparation for the certification. So why I recommend this course to be a first step of this certification preparation is that they have these certain modules which are directly related to the modules that I've shown in the certification page. So as you can see, machine learning fundamentals, essentials of NLP, prompt engineering for NCA general exam, data analysis and visualization. So I would say the first 4 segments is like very basic stuff, starting from very basic of machine learning, coming from supervised and supervised, and then they will direct you towards deep learning, and then they'll finally come into NLP and LLM. So the first 4 segments is important in case of the understanding of the basics, but whereas in terms of exam perspective, it starts from the 5th module. So from the 5th module, it's the very important module. The duration from the fifth module to the final module is kind of less, but it holds very more significance than the first four module. Whereas you can see the machine learning fundamentals, it's almost 6 hours, but the questions come from the segment is very minimal, or even you don't get from the segment, because these four segments from manifold A is focused in such a way that even a person who doesn't know what machine learning is should take up this exam. That's a perspective, and they have this very good course for that. And once you take this course, it's almost like 16 to 20 hours course. It's mentioned here, so it's a 19 hours course. I would say if you have a good discipline, even if you study in your weekends, I would say within 2 to 3 weekends you'll be able to complete this Udemy course. And once you complete this Udemy course, I would highly come and search in Google for the NVIDIA tech stack or the architecture for the LLMs and genai. And moving from the stack of NVIDIA, we have this AI solution blogs and AI product information from their own very own pages. I would say as a final step of preparation, you can come to this NVIDIA blogs and study as much as you can as you can, because uh, what as I mentioned earlier, this exam revolves around the NVIDIA solution and stack for a certain problem statement or for a certain scenario. So that's how the question nature will be. So as you can see here, we always have different product segments here under NVIDIA, and you can expect anything under these from the in the exam. So I would say it's better to go through the NVIDIA blogs, as much NVIDIA blogs as much you can, and that should do with in terms of the tech stack related questions. And that's pretty much about the uh, you know the preparation for this certification. So once you complete the Udemy, you will get the basic of this basic idea and the knowledge about the generative AI and LLMs. And then more advanced, you can go through these blogs, and we have a certain concepts from NVIDIA, such as Triton Inference Server and TensorRT. So it's good to know those taxes. And we have this NEMO framework. So as soon as you search in for NVIDIA Generative AI and LLMs, you will get these names. It's very much popular, Triton and TensorRT and NEMO framework. So NEMO framework is a comprehensive framework that covers almost all the segments or parts of the model training and until the deployment. So these terms are a benchmark terms that I would say, because after I prepared for almost 3 to 4 weeks for this certification, when someone asks a question about optimization, then it's like a keyword. When you say optimization, it's TensorRT, and when you say a deployment server, it's a Triton inference server. So we have certain, and under experimentation we have this. When it is in high temperature, then you can expect the input data has more diversity. So there are certain keywords and concept that is very much obvious that you can learn and you can expect directly in the exam as well. So there were certain benchmark concepts and questions. So I would say, to conclude this session, I would say first Udemy course, then the comprehensive topics or the keywords or the comprehensive questions, or more obvious and prevalent questions when you say generative AI LLMs from the NVIDIA. So that as a second segment, and as a third segment, I would suggest the blogs from NVIDIA AI page and their blogs. So once you complete these three things, I think the maximum you can take is 1 month. I won't suggest to take more than that. I think almost 3 to 4 weeks is more than enough for this preparation. And once you do that, you can come to this certification page and register for an exam. And once you give the register option, you will be directed to this third party certiverse. Much like for other certifications, we have their own third party vendor who hosts this examination, and you can register here, book the appointment, and then you can take the exam as well. And regarding to the main portion, so how much it requires to pass the certification. So uh, there is no any set percentage or threshold percentage, because I've researched a lot and I haven't found that from any trustable sources that this is a pass percentage or something. It's just that if you get more than 70 percentage, it's very much well and good. But I would say uh, I've even seen people who got 69 percentage, still for them the final a tab showed that they've cleared the examination. So the result is something that you get after once you submit the exam. You'll get it instantaneously. So once you take the exam and once you submit it, instantaneously you'll get your result. And what they will show is that some kind of the overall or comprehensive percentage that they will show, and that percentage, as far as I've heard, it's something like 69 or 70 percentage is what is a safe percentage from my experience. I'm not sure if the threshold is still 60 percentage, but I'm pretty much sure it's not below 60 percentage. So somewhere to 60 to 70 percentage should be the pass mark. So when we look at that 60 to 70 percentage in terms of number of questions, I would say so 35 questions, getting 35 questions correct out of 50 should be more than enough. But going below 30 questions or 31 or 32 questions correct, I would say it's like a borderline. So always aim that you can get at least 35 questions correct out of the 50 questions. So to ensure that, I would say more than the preparation, if you face any new questions or any questions from the concept that you have or not got any exposure of, I would say the only method that you can do is you can analyze the options, and you can always filter out the eliminate the wrong ones, and definitely will land up in a correct option. Yeah. So that's it about this whole certification from NVIDIA GenAI, and I wish you guys all the very best for your exams. Thank you.